football coach at a junior high in West Virginia. We didn't have middle school. We had elementary, junior high, high school.
Yes, sir.
And he coached football and basketball. And so during the summertime, I was with him because my mom was at work most of the time. So, and even after school, myself, my brother, my sister were with him. So when he was coaching, we'd be out playing and like playing on the football field. So I'd throw balls or basketball or something. I would always be doing something, athletic. And then living in West Virginia when we did, most of the time I'd be outside playing. And I'd be shooting basketball or playing football with friends. I mean, where I grew up, they played baseball, football, basketball. It was always somebody always playing some type of game, whether at the park or on the street. So, with my dad coaching it, me watching on TV, and then Nintendo came out when I was young, and then so Tecmo, Sega and all that stuff. So I was just inundated with sports growing up.
Yes, sir. Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. I didn't like him. I didn't like the Raiders, but man, he was killed. My brother would always pick him and like run touchdowns almost every time he got the ball with Bo. Or Marcus. Marcus Allen was bad too in that game, just so you know. But yeah, no, I just seeing my dad coach and seeing all the players go through. Watching college football, I just I had an affinity toward football. But I played track, I played baseball, I played soccer. But football was the one I thought I had the most talent in, and I just stuck with it.
Yes, sir. So when you were first starting out playing football, what position did you gravitate towards?
So that's funny. So for whatever reason, when I actually started playing, I was offensive line, and I was like the weight limit, the highest capacity you could be was like 132, and I was 77 pounds. And for whatever reason, they put me on the offensive line. And, but I was blocking, so I started off there, but I didn't stay there long, but that's where I actually started off at. Ended up playing receiver, defensive back, quarterback. And then high school, I played both receiver and defensive back. College, I also played receiver and defensive back as well.
Yes, sir. So with your dad being a coach, what was the biggest lesson that you learned from your dad with seeing him coach other players?
It was all about work and practice. I grew up watching two-a-days every year, and my dad, where he coached in West Virginia, they had mountains here, but it was a hill, compared to what they have in the Rocky Mountains, right? The Appalachian Mountains. And so there was like a hill, and his players would always run up and down the hill. Like that was the worst part of practice for most players, like the hill. And I'd always just see that, and I always would see like the better players. They'd always be leading or winning or not complaining on the hill, like they knew was coming. And so, I realized that if I was going to play sports, I'd have to be dedicated. Like it wouldn't be something I just needed to be. I didn't have any expectation if I just did what everybody else was doing that I'd advance. I knew I had to put in more work. And I knew I had to dedicate time outside of simply practice in order to be better. So that work ethic, I believe, is what I pulled from watching my dad coach all these other players.
This concludes our episode today, folks. We greatly appreciate the support. And if you're not a subscriber yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get all our up-to-date content. And if you like this video, hit the like button. We greatly appreciate it. We welcome you back next time.